Hey fashion lovers, welcome back to the channel. In this video I'll be showing you how to make this backless bubu dress. If this looks like what you are interested in learning how to make, then you need to watch this video till the end. Before we start, please do well to like this video, subscribe to my channel if you are new here, and drop me a nice comment. Now let's dive into the tutorial. This is the fabric that I'm using for the project. It is crepe. You can use crepe, you can use adire fabric, you can use silk, you can use chiffon, even Ankara fabric. With me here, I have 2 yards of this crepe fabric. If your total gown length is more than 34 inches or 35 inches, you should get 2.5 yards of fabric. If you're making use of Ankara fabric, that is African print, you should have more than 2 yards. For the short version using Ankara fabric, 3 yards should be enough. Now let's start by folding our fabric. I'll fold the fabric into two equal parts. You can notice that here is on fold, while the other side is the selvage of the fabric. So what I'm going to do is to fold again into 4, like this. After folding the fabric into 4, you can notice that here is on fold, and it is 2 pieces here on fold, and this side is also on fold. This will be the shoulder area, because I want the shoulder area to be on fold. I don't want to have joining at the shoulder area. That is why I placed it on fold. Now I have my total gown length as 34, which is what I have here, and you can notice that the one below is 2 inches longer than the one on top, which will be the front panel. Now let us go ahead and start marking all the necessary measurements. Now the first thing I'm going to do is to come to this shoulder area. I will mark my shoulder width divided by 2, which is 7 inches, because my shoulder is 14. If I divide by 2, I'll have 7. Then I'll mark my sleeve length, and I have total sleeve length of 18 inches. So I'll mark it down here from the shoulder measurements. Now the next thing I'm going to do is to mark the sleeve opening. And for the sleeve opening, I want to use 10 inches for my sleeve opening. You can mark 11 inches if you want your sleeve opening to be wider. So I'm marking 10 inches as my sleeve opening. Now I'll come on that sleeve opening line and also mark down what I have at the shoulder line. I'll bring it down to the sleeve opening, which is 25 inches. I'll mark it down there and then connect. Under the sleeve opening is where I'm going to be marking my bust circumference measurement. But I'm not going to be marking my bust circumference measurement because my hip circumference measurement is the widest part of my body. So I'm going to use my hip circumference measurement to get the wideness of this bubu dress. Now my hip circumference measurement is 40. Divided by 4 will give me 10. I'm going to add extra 12 inches for ease. You can mark more than 12 inches or less than 12 inches, depending on how free you want the bubu dress to be on your body. If you don't want it to be too free on your body, you can mark 6 or 8 inches. But I want it to be very free on my body. That is why I'm marking 12 inches ease. So I'm going to take this measurement that I have here down to the hem. I'm going to come to this angle and give it a curve because I don't want it to have angle 90. So I'm going to give it curve around there. Now I'm going to mark my pocket together with my bubu dress. If you want, you can attach your pocket separately, but I want to add my pocket together with the bubu dress. So I'm going to mark my shoulder to waist measurement, which is 16 inches. That is my shoulder to waist length. Then I'll mark the pocket opening. My pocket opening, I want 7 inches as the pocket opening. Now I'm going to go ahead and mark down the pocket. So I want to use 7 inches as the size of the pocket, and then connect like this in a straight form. From there, I'll mark down the pocket length, which is 13 inches. I want 13 inches to be the length of the pocket. Now I want to create an opening here between the bodice and the pocket. This is what I have. This is my pocket. I'm going to go ahead and curve it in here. This is my pocket together with my bodice. The next thing I'm going to do now is to mark the neckline. Now I want to mark my basic neckline, which is 3 inches by 3 inches for the front. That is my basic neckline. To get your basic neckline, divide your bust circumference by 12. That is my basic neckline here. Now I'm going to create the back neck depth. From the shoulder, I want to mark 14.5. You can decide to take yours down or bring it up to wherever you want. For mine, I want to mark 14.5 as the neck depth for the back. Then at that 14.5, the neck depth, I'll mark down 4 inches as the width. You can see that here is wider than the neckline. You can make it wider if you want it wider. This is how wide I want mine to be. You can increase the measurement to whatever you want. I have 4 inches here, and then I'll connect it to the neck width. This is what I have for the neck. This is the front. I'll cut out the front before cutting out the back. Now you can decide to add allowance if you are going to facing the neckline, but I don't want to facing the neckline. I am going to be using bias to bind the neckline. So because of that, I will not add any allowance here. I'll just take 0.25 during cutting. Then for the full length, I would carefully connect from the back. You can notice that the back length is longer by 2 inches. This is optional. You can decide to make them equal. The extra 2 inches added to the back is because of the buttocks, so that after sewing, the front and the back length will still be equal. Now I'm going to connect from here into the length of the front in a curvy way into the length of the front. Very simple. After that, I'm going to go ahead and cut out. I want to cut out the front neck. So here will not have joining. I want here to be on fold. So I'm going to go ahead and cut from here and then cut out the pockets. So I'm going to cut from here. When I get to the sleeve opening, I'll stop and then take it to the pocket. This is what I have. Then for the back, you can notice that I marked the back neckline on the front. So I want to take out the front so that I can mark the back neckline. I want to repeat what I have there. 4 inches width and then 14.5 inches depth, and then connect it to the neck width and go ahead and cut it out. This is what I have. Now let me open up the panel. This is what we have. You can see that it does not have any joining at the shoulder. What we are going to do now is to go over to the sewing machine now and use this bias tape to pipe the neckline. You can pipe the neckline or you can facing the neckline. I want to pipe the neckline with the bias tape. After finishing the neckline with the bias tape, this is what I have. I use the bias tape to create these straps, and to be able to do that, all you have to do is just to fold in the bias into 2 like this, and then run straight stitches on the bias to form the straps. I have the straps here now, and I'm going to mark down where I'm going to be fixing the strap around the back neckline. And to be able to do that, I'll go on now and mark 5 inches from this neck depth. Remember that my basic neck depth is 3 inches plus 2 inches. I'll add 2 inches and then mark it down here. This is 5 inches. I want the strap to be on 5 inches because my basic neck depth is 3 inches plus 2 inches for the back. That is where I want to insert the back strap. And for the waist cinching, that is for the snatching of the waist, I am going to attach this strap here. You can make the strap as long as you want. I'm going to attach on the other side at the edge. You can see that I'm attaching it at the edge, the 2 edges of this corner. I'm going to go over to my sewing machine and then stitch it down. Then attach the other ones here for the tying around the neckline. After stitching on this point, the next thing we are going to do is to folding the sleeves. I'm just going to go over to my sewing machine now and double fold and then stitch on it. This is what it looks like after hemming the sleeves. And then this is the rope for the waist snatching. You're just going to tie this around your waist at the front and this around your neck at the back. The next thing we are going to do is to join the panels by the sides. So I'm going to bring them together, the front and the back together, and then pin. After pinning the two sides, I'll just go ahead and mark down 1/2 inch stitching allowance. This is how I'm going to stitch. I'll stitch on the pockets too. I'll stitch on the pockets by 1/2 inch. And then when I get here, I will also mark down the 1/2 inch. I'm going to leave here open. I'll come to the hem and also mark down the 1/2 inch and connect. So I'll mark the other side as well. I'm going to go over to my sewing machine now and sew all round till I get to the hem. After joining the two sides, this is what I have. This is what it looks like. I want to shorten the pocket. I feel like the pocket is a bit longer, so I want to make it shorter. I want to use 9 inches for the pocket because I feel like the pocket is a bit long, so I want to shorten. This is the size of the pocket that I'm going for. Now I'm going to go ahead and stitch the pockets back. This is it. You can just go ahead and double fold the hem and stitch on it all round. But after sewing, you realize that the sides and the middle parts are not equal. To be able to make them equal, all you have to do is to bring the two sides together like this. So you bring the two sides together and this side will be longer than the middle point. All you have to do is to mark down 2.5 here to equalize the length by the side. But if you want it like that, you can go ahead and leave it like that. But I do not want the side too long, more than the center. So I want to just carefully connect from that point to the middle by 2.5. Carefully connect it all the way into the length. This is optional. You can decide to leave it straight. Then just go ahead and double fold and hem all round. Right, this is the final look of the backless bubu dress that we just made. I have also given it a good press with my hot pressing iron. I made an inner tube bra and wore it under this outfit. If you would like to learn how I made the inner tube bra, just tell me in the comment section and I will send you the tutorial. Don't forget to hit on the subscribe button if you have not subscribed. Turn on your notification bell so that anytime I upload any video, you'll be notified. Thank you so much for watching today's tutorial and I will see you in the next one. Bye!